Welcome to This Explainer. Let's just jump right in. You know that feeling when life throws a massive curveball and completely derails you? Well, this breakdown is going to fundamentally change how you view those chaotic moments. Today, we're unpacking control versus serendipity, a really fascinating concept drawn from Thomas Aletheia. We're going to look at exactly why our meticulous plans inevitably fail, and way more importantly, how you can actually take that immediate, gut-wrenching panic and flip it into an opportunity.
So Mike Tyson actually hit the nail on the head when he famously said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And honestly, it perfectly captures that terrifying universal moment when our beautifully structured reality just suddenly collapses, right? It's that jarring instant when what you expected to happen is violently replaced by what is actually happening. You know the exact feeling? You've spent hours meticulously planning your day and then your car won't start, or you spill hot coffee all over your laptop right before a massive presentation.
When that plan falls apart, when we get that metaphorical punch in the face, our immediate instinct is to just completely panic. We feel totally crushed by the weight of the unexpected. And in that sheer panic, what do? We frantically try to force a fix. We try to shove the jagged pieces of our broken plan back together, basically exhausting ourselves in the process rather than actually dealing with a brand new reality right in front of us. To understand why this loss of control hurts so incredibly much, we really have to grasp a core concept here, and it's called unmanageability. Basically, this is the fundamental truth that life is simply way too complex for us to steer. It's not a personal failure when things go wrong. Unmanageability is just an unavoidable facet of reality. We are constantly interacting with reality. Sometimes we crash into it, and sometimes, well, reality crashes right into us. Our anxiety actually stems from the illusion of control. This is this deeply exhausting, totally false belief that we can, and absolutely should, dictate the chaotic flow of reality. We build our days around all these shoulds and have-tos as a way to build a wall against the messy, unpredictable nature of existence. But you know what? It's just an illusion. It's entirely fueled by our very human fear of the unknown.
Picture it like this. Imagine your desire for control is like floating through space inside a fragile mirrored bubble. Because the inside is mirrored, you're forced to stare only at your own affairs, your own plans, and your own worries. This relentless obsession with control literally blinds you to the boundless beauty, the complexity, and the absolute wonder of the universe that's moving all around you.
And to make matters worse, we even have this inner voice. Let's call it the trickster. It's actually a protective mechanism that developed to help us in difficult situations. It's constantly trying to shield our self-esteem from the unexpected. But the catch? It does this through distraction and avoidance. It tries to dodge negative emotions, which ultimately just traps us in fear and rigid expectations. It acts a whole lot like an unruly child demanding immediate comfort when plans go awry.
So, to escape this trap, we have to make a really powerful cognitive reframe. We need a mental pivot. We have to shift our entire paradigm from the exhausting control perspective over to the liberating serendipity perspective. It is the profound difference between trying to forcefully bend reality to your will and actively looking for joy and hidden opportunity in those unexpected outcomes. Let's look at the control perspective first. Disaster strikes, and our brains immediately start asking questions like, how can I fix this? Or, what is the plan? But here's the thing. Instead of moving us forward, this mindset traps us in a frantic, ego-driven cycle. We become completely obsessed with repairing a broken plan rather than navigating the actual messy situation we find ourselves in right at that moment. But the serendipity perspective, it teaches us to respond entirely differently. It asks us to just pause, observe the chaos without judgment, and look for the hidden value in that unplanned detour. Instead of frantically forcing a fix, we take a breath. We ask curious questions like, what happens if I just wait and see? Or, in what ways can I actually embrace this situation?
And honestly, the crucial point comes down to one exact question. How might this be to my advantage? Pausing to ask this, it instantly stops the panic. It forces your brain to stop staring at the wreckage of your old plan, and it opens your mind to incredible new possibilities that are presenting themselves right in front of you.
To actually execute this mental pivot, try these 3 actionable steps for cognitive reframing the very next time reality crashes into you. First, identify your initial reaction. Are your thoughts accurate, or are they just being shaped by bias and fear? Second, try to see it from other perspectives and challenge your assumptions. And third, search for a healthier frame. Try replacing rigid language like I failed with I hit a setback. and actively look for that long-term meaning.
Think of this shift kind of like becoming a surfer. When you finally accept the unmanageability of life, you stop frantically fighting the ocean's current, which, let's face it, is impossible anyway. Instead, you're proactively participating in reality. You learn to ride the wave, you adapt to the shifts in the water, and you find balance in the motion.
Or consider the caterpillar in the cocoon. It might view its time dissolving in the dark as dying. Just like we often mistake the sudden collapse of our plans for a total disaster. We see tragedy, we see destruction. But what looks like destruction is actually the necessary, messy chaos required for a really beautiful transformation and rebirth. Because giving up control, it doesn't mean giving up on life. It actually unlocks these incredible, spontaneous rewards you could never, ever have planned for. By embracing unmanageability, you're opening yourself up to serendipitous connections, spontaneous joy, and even the discovery of hidden talents that a rigidly controlled life would have completely blocked out. Ultimately, embracing serendipity teaches us humility. We really should make our plans in pencil. Now, actually scratch that. It doesn't mean we shouldn't have goals. It just means we should hold them lightly. By accepting that we aren't in total control, we remain open to guidance, aligning our actions with a friendly universe rather than exhausting ourselves trying to fight it. As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a final thought. The very next time your plans shatter, let go of the steering wheel. Take a deep breath, look at the pieces, and ask yourself, if you stop fighting reality, what amazing, completely unexpected opportunity might be unfolding for you right now?